Raised in a ninja village under conditions that make prisons seem like paradise, Flashy Flash was molded into one of the most deadly assassins on the planet, eventually obtaining a position as an S-class hero. While initially playing a very minor role in being viewed as a base atomic samurai victim, Flash eventually got a chance to prove himself when invading the Monster Association, showing us just how powerful he really is. After entering the Monster Association and taking care of some monsters, Flash encounters cadre candidates Galewood and Hellfire. Despite the two having been training specifically to face him, they are constantly outmaneuvered, all the while having their traps dismantled, never landing a single blow on Flash until they activate their monster forms. However, even after doing so, the duo still struggled to make any headway against Flash, with Hellfire even losing his weapon. Galewood also comments on Flash's remarkable speed and power, thinking that they are the only monsters that can deal with them. The two then abandon their ninja techniques and begin fighting as monsters, and while they are able to put some pressure on Flash, even making him cough up blood at times, Flash for the most part is still capable of evading their attacks, and as soon as he spots an opening, he hits them with a barrage of flash kicks and bisects them with the Flashy Slash, which ends the fight. However, right before departing, Flash gently comments on their impressive speed, stating that any other S-Class member would have had a hard time dealing with them. While Flash's knowledge on the other S-Class is limited, he has witnessed both Ion and suppressed Atomic Samurai battle some monsters on the surface. People often underestimate the ninjas, with some people thinking that base Atomic Samurai would just annihilate both of them, but when you really break them down, this just isn't true. Even in their human forms, they can knock around Sonic, who by this point was fast enough to blitz post G4 fight Genos, with his speed being indirectly compared to Awakened Cockroach, who could also blitz Genos. After becoming monsters, the two then gain the ability to completely blitz Sonic, which utterly terrifies him. Sonic even comments that no amount of training could have made them so fast. This is far more impressive than one might think, as Sonic has actually briefly encountered and scrapped with Atomic Samurai in one of the audiobooks and didn't react nearly as strongly. It really can't be exaggerated just how strong these two are, making it all the more impressive that Flash was able to beat them. Flash then meets up with Saitama, and the two end up taking a tour through the Monster Association in search for Orochi. After fighting alongside one another, Saitama actually seems relatively impressed by the latter's speed, calling him relatively fast, which is pretty impressive when you take into account the kind of guy Saitama fights on a daily basis. After a quick game of Jenga, they eventually arrive on the surface where Flash comes face to face with the human monster Garo and Platinum S. Flash ends up getting into a battle royale with the two monsters, in which Flash is surprisingly able to keep up. While Flash definitely is the slowest and weakest of the three, he is legitimately able to both evade and endure barrages of attacks from both Plat and Garo. Flash at one point even manages to drive back Plat, which compels him to use his platinum rings. Both of these characters are ridiculously powerful and have enough scaling for an entire video, but to summarize, Platinum S, even while suppressed, is implied to be stronger than his previous incarnation, Golden S. This is due to him clashing with Garo, who had just kicked a hole in an amped vomited Ugly, whereas Golden S failed to put down that same monster with several attacks. Golden S, while weaker than Plat, was still capable of easily knocking around both Darkshine and the aforementioned Ugly, and can survive numerous slashes from Sunblade Atomic Samurai. Meanwhile, Garo is stronger than he's ever been, having just defeated his old master Silverfang. While Garo was arguably slower than Bang, he did put the old geezer on his hands and knees in 4 attacks, showing that in terms of pure power, Garo outclasses him by a pretty noticeable amount. This becomes even more apparent when you factor in that Ugly was able to take a barrage of attacks from a full-powered Silverfang, whereas Garo managed to kick a hole in a stronger Ugly. Garo had also just recently fought and defeated Super Alloy Darkshine, honestly sandbagging him for the vast majority of the fight. The fact that Flash can fight either of these characters is nothing short of amazing. A lot of people seem to think that Flash is just some speedster who is completely lacking in terms of power. Some people even think that Atomic Samurai and even Darkshine far surpass him in terms of strength. However, Flash blatantly scales to two people who have defeated both of these characters, with Plat even calling Flash the strongest human he's ever faced, arguably putting him over Sunblade Atomic Samurai and Darkshine with his bare hands. One punch from Golden S knocked out Darkshine for the entire arc, whereas Flash took a barrage of attacks from someone stronger and recovered almost immediately. It is extremely consistent for Flash to scale 2 or above these characters, with nothing really suggesting otherwise. After the fall of the Monster Association, Flash re-enters the scene in search of Maniko, seeking to learn more about God. In his search, he meets up once again with Saitama. However, before even entering his house, he ends up having a brief scuffle with his disciple, Demon Cyborg. We do not know if Genos or Flash was going all out here, but Genos by this point was implied to be as strong as the Death Punch, putting him in a similar tier to Goketsu, who was also compared to the Death Punch. Goketsu is probably one of the strongest cadres in the Monster Association, with Gyro seeming pretty baffled by his defeat, wondering who could have possibly killed him, even thinking that the Hero Association might have a secret weapon surpassing the S-Class. Considering that she thought Elder Centipede could potentially be taken down by heroes such as Tatsumaki or Metal Knight, this would likely make Goketsu stronger than Elder Centipede. Genos also believes that the entire S-Class and Saitama would need to jump Goketsu to have a shot at winning, further supporting this notion. If Flash scales the Goketsu to any degree, he would likely be at least comparable to Elder Centipede, if not stronger. Flash then later re-encounters Galewind and Hellfire, who have gotten much stronger since their last encounter, seeming relatively confident in their ability to take down Flash. Going off of their confidence in fighting him, they should at the bare minimum be stronger than their monsterized MA-Arc selves. However, Flash can effortlessly defeat both of them without any difficulty, as he has also gotten stronger. Flash then receives a message from his old friend Sonic, who challenges him to a duel. The two engage with one another on a relatively even playing field, clashing numerous times with neither gaining a decisive edge. They are effortlessly able to read each other's moves and counter everything that the other throws at them, showing just how well they know each other. They both emerge from their scuffle relatively unscathed and are intercepted by an elite ninja group called the Heavenly Ninja Party. The Heavenly Ninja Party are a group of elite ninja with the sole purpose of eliminating their sworn enemy, Flash. Each member individually is incredibly powerful. Even Galewind and Hellfire, who are stronger than ever and could likely defeat MA-Arc Flash, are viewed as nothing more than fodder amongst the group. Sonic seems to double down on this assessment, labeling the duo as nothing more than small fry, yet he seems relatively impressed by the skills of each individual party member. Despite this, they are ultimately no match for Flash and Sonic. The very first instance of the fight makes this very apparent, with Sonic perception blitzing one of the ninja. Flash and Sonic are capable of fighting off multiple party members at the same time and absolutely decimating them with zero effort. It really cannot be emphasized just how impressive this is. They basically fight 20 guys stronger than MA-Arc Flash and completely steamroll them without taking a single blow. Honestly, aside from Tatsumaki and Blast, there's really no one in the association who can keep up with them. Even Silverfang, who was once considered a good matchup for Flash, got power clipped rather quickly. Bang at best was slightly stronger than MA-Arc Flash, arguably doing better against Monster Garo. However, Flash fought 20 guys who are probably stronger than that Garo and casually annihilated them without any effort. The only questionable hero is Metal Bat, who could damage Sage Centipede, someone who could probably take down Orochi, but Metal Bat was only able to pull this off due to being amped by Garo, with nothing really implying he scales anywhere close to this normally. Flash is clearly one of the most powerful heroes in the association and the strongest ninja on the planet, being unrivaled by anyone. Well, almost anyone. One of the main reasons why Flash was so different from his peers was due to his friendship with Sonic. The two were considered to be some of the worst students in the village, only really having each other to talk to. They quickly became friends and dreamed of creating a new ninja village, one that's more free and open to its inhabitants, and even after entire decades have passed, neither Flash or Sonic have forgotten this dream. While Sonic does summon Flash to fight him, the purpose of their duel isn't to kill Flash, but to see if his old friend can help him turn their dreams into reality. On the contrary, while Flash did accept the duel with the intent of killing Sonic, he did not want to do this out of malice or pride, but to set his old friend free in a place that symbolizes their free spirits and their dreams. The village viewed such things as a sign of weakness, but it's because of those weaknesses that they rose to the top. If you have stuck around till the end, I would like to thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of content, as I would love to make videos on other S-Class members like Genos or Tatsumaki. If you have any disagreements or questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and maybe drop a subscribe while you're at it. Until then, I will see you guys next time.